What's poppin', little bitch? So, I got a rock. Oh my god, the thumbnails. Okay. I can explain. Right, so you might have like seen this stream in your subscriptions or whatever, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like what is this game? What is this slasher stuff? So I played this game on like the very start of the new year, because I was like looking for visual novels to play, and I found this and my curiosity was piqued. So oh my god, it just went there immediately. I thought it was gonna frickin' explain. I thought it was gonna show the little the disclaimer or whatever it is, the viewer discretion thing. So this is horror romance. Like, full disclosure, I'm gonna laugh a lot. We're gonna make jokes, but I don't want to be like too mean to the developer, because I can tell that they like put a lot into this. The only thing I will be mean about though is how it's Chucky. He looks like a fucking TikTok kid. I'm not happy about it. So, oh wait, I just realized that my PNG tuber's completely blocking him. You know what? I don't care. It's fine. You call me weird, lol. You play worse games than this, dumbass. So, yeah, before we begin, there are some things I should tell about myself. But, this is a thing. This is a thing that I found, and I couldn't resist streaming it. Nuh-uh, shut the fuck up. You played a freaking Gooner game one time, hello? And I'm pretty sure it was about mushrooms. Right, so my name is Cece. She, her. My name is Cece and my pronouns are she, her. Is this correct? Yes. Arrival at Amityville. I understood that reference. No, stay away from me. Come here, you little whore. I said get away from me. Eek. Same dream as always. Like, when I said that I'm a monster lover, this is not at all what I had in mind, but, you know, we ballin'. I doubt I'll ever get to sleep without nightmares. I blink and scratch my eyelids. I gotta remind myself to not sleep on a moving bus. I got a headache and maybe a concussion for every time my head's hit the window while sleeping. Right. I search inside my backpack for my phone. I need to know what time it is and check for notifications. Cece turns on the phone and sees 2 new messages. The first one is from Mr. Torrance. Gooner game that one time. You have any idea how little that narrows it down? See, you know what? I don't even remember what the one I'm thinking of is called. But the fact that you say that is like, that already says a lot. You just fucking outed yourself, loser. Cece, please contact me whenever you ride to Amityville. Everything's set up. If you want, I could come for you. No, thanks. I don't want that. I prefer not owing anything to my landlord just yet. Thanks for caring, but I'll go to the cafe before heading to the apartment. I gotta sort out all the purchase paperwork. Cece slides into the next message from one new waitress, Carrie, my baby girl, my bestie. Meanie, I don't care. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I'll be at the cafe tomorrow by 7 o'clock. Thanks, Carrie. Please don't worry too much, okay? It's just a waitress gig. We'll work on the cafe later. I've spent all night inside a bus. Now I've gotta get to the cafe from the new apartment and then unpack. My body's hurting. I'd kill for a frappuccino right now. This is unrealistic already. I don't drink coffee. The old owner finally retired after signing a never-ending contract to buy a new cafe. I've been behind bars for the last few years, and I've gone through many jobs saving to finally get my own business. I looked into Vince's stream chat and I saw a very cursed combo of emojis. Let me get K into the stream because I know she and finally, now that I'm the new owner, I feel shit, I don't know. In Amityville specifically, I would feel a little scared. Also, you would think that that my character here would have had a background check done on them before like being given a business, right? Happy. Quite accomplished. After all I've worked these past few years, having a business will definitely make things better. I'll stop distracting and grab my suitcases to go home. I choose to get home after a tiring day, and I still can't believe I'm here. So far away from my old home, away from Mom, and far away from my stepdad. Just remembering makes me have a stomach ache. I'm now wondering who the fucking stepdad is in this game. I don't know why. I'm just like morbidly curious. Sometimes I wonder if killing him was really worth it. What? Eek. Did I kill the stepdad or somebody else in my life, though? Shit. Sun's barely rising and I gotta get up already. I get out of bed questioning my life choices. Same. After a bit, I get up and go to my small kitchen. I open up the fridge. Just a few things I got last night to eat. I've got to do some actual grocery shopping. I take a few cheese slices and some butter. I'll make a light breakfast to get to work. Wait, just cheese and butter? Hunty. I quickly eat my food while dressing and rush into the door, shrieking when I find my landlord right in front of me. Ah! Oh god! No! Here's Johnny! Oh no. Good day to you. Just wanted to check how my new tenant was doing. Please go away. Creepy guy. I'm fine. How did you know? I didn't. I just came to check up and you opened the door before I knocked. Oh yeah, I understand. Well, to be honest, I'm in a hurry. I've got to set everything up for the cafe's reopening. The old cafe, you bought it? Well, that's a nice surprise. I'm glad you're an entrepreneur. Does it have a new name? Yeah, it's... Okay. Peep, you're the only one here. What should I name my cafe? What the frickles? Is that what I should name it? What the frickles? What the frickles? Frickle? That's the only thing. That's all I could fit in. No, really, what should I name this place? I actually have no idea. Horror movie puns. Alright, Peep, you're no- also name it Jeff. Due to YouTube, I will be unfortunately stuck 30 seconds in the past against my consent. Skill issue. No, I'm kidding. Technology sucks. Jeff. The Jeff Cafe. Yeah, it's Jeff. That's a nice name. Well, maybe I'll pass through and take a coffee later. Good luck. Yeah, thanks. I'm off now, Mr. Torrance. Gosh, I hope he doesn't. This guy gives me the chills. Yeah. He'd give me the creeps, too. I finally step into the street before heading to the cafe. I have to go to the supermarket and buy a few things that I need. As I step away from the apartment building, I start to feel something odd. That feeling of being watched. Nevertheless, when I look to my sides in search of a person, I realize there's no one in the streets. Maybe my paranoia is back. I quick walk down the street, uneasy. Thanks to the GPS, I get to the supermarket. I take everything I need. Milk, almond milk, vanilla, cocoa, etc. And a treat for myself, a chocolate bar. I get out of the market with my shopping items, realizing the sun is slowly rising above the horizon. Thanks to being distracted, I didn't notice someone in front of me and bump into what feels like a brick wall. I can't get over like the little, like the text bubble thing. I can't get over like any of this, any aspect of this game, like, but just know that I am having fun. Sleep-deprived ASN is peeking. Hello? Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh god, oh man. Also, you sure you can explain this? When I look up, I see a really big guy using a weird and worn-out hockey mask. I feel shivers down my spine while seeing him. Hi. She can't, but I can explain it best I can, actually. But Peep has played worse than this. He has no room to talk. Fun fact about my Simp Cheerios is at it again. Only for Ghostface, alright? I fuck with Ghostface. Everybody else is like, I don't know, shrug. But Chucky, no. He's like the biggest no of this game. Oh my gosh. So, I got like mega sidetracked, but I was gonna tell you guys that I used to be Jason for Halloween when I was a kid. I was in middle school, like, having no access to a good majority of these movies. But I thought like the most popular slashers friggin' slapped. And I'm like, damn, these guys are so cool. I like them. But yeah, I was Jason for Halloween in like middle school. He doesn't say anything, just stares. After a bit, I realize he's not looking at me, but at the chocolate bar on my hand. Oh, I get it. He wants some. Guys, life lesson. If a guy that looks like this wants your chocolate, you fucking give it to him and just leave. Why did they give Jason the fucking Squall Leonhardt fit? Because they can. Because the creator is popping off. He looked good in it though, Lamau. Valid. Pop off. I left my bags on the floor. I get up with both of my hands and break the chocolate bar in two. Here, sharing won't kill me. The guy tilts his head, looking at the chocolate for a few seconds. He accepts and proceeds to move his hands in a paused and gentle manner. I feel like Jason's like too pure to date anyone. You can blame that on like the fact that he literally died as a child, and that camp counselor Jason comic. You know the one. I forgot the artist's name, but it's that one. Jason wanting some choco is crazy wholesome. I don't know why. Good. I'm surprised when I notice he's mute and quickly realize what he's saying. It's sign language. I then move my hand to answer, "You're welcome." One of the many things I learned in prison thanks to the free time. Now I'm glad I learned it in a way. Finally, I grab my things and leave the big guy behind. I'm like now starting to wonder if like you go on the Jason route for some reason and like how the artist is gonna draw him with like out his hockey mask. Because if you've seen enough of the Friday the 13th movies, you know exactly what he looks like. I'm just wondering how that's gonna go with this. I get to the cafe and find someone at the doorstep. For her appearance, I knew it. She was my new waitress Carrie. Carrie! Yes! Yes! Oh, you must be Cece. I'm sorry, I got here too early. Should I come back later? Or no? Don't worry, actually it's quite convenient. I have to set everything up and cleaning was going to take a long time. Could you take care of that? I love what she's wearing. I love how Carrie looks in this game. She's Bean. Yeah, right away. Carrie quickly stepped inside as I opened the door. I told her where the cleaning tools were and I went behind the bar setting the groceries up. I grind the coffee, put the cream inside the sleeve, and set up the cups in an accessible place. I place all the pastries and what the fuck do you want, phone? I place all the pastries and desserts on the shelf next to the counter. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my phone notification noise is the stinger from Halloween because I'm a nerd. And if you heard that, that would just be really, really funny. It would be freaking crazy if they just gave Jason a cute SpongeBob face. Oh my gosh. Also, for like the fact that I'm not a coffee person, I kind of would have like liked working here because the smell of coffee would have been nice. The jump scare in the background, Limfow. And when I'm done, I was in front of an impeccable cafe. Carrie even placed the tablecloths on each table. Weird. Did we have any of those? Wow, Carrie, what a quick worker. Thank you. I guess we can open up early. She probably has advantages with telekinesis. Oh my god! Look at her. It was nothing. I'm a good cleaner. I'll change. Carrie went behind the bar and put on her apron. Meanwhile, I hang up the open sign. I had already put the advertisement in the newspaper alongside a coupon, and I had the advantage of the cafe being right in front of a park. I come back to the bar approaching Carrie. While we wait, I want to explain to her how to use an espresso machine. You ever tried one of these? Sorry, I haven't. I've never had something like that. The little tears, I can't. Guys, Carrie deserves the world, okay? I'd be her bestie. She almost had a heart attack when she had to say no. I just nodded. Easy. You don't have to worry about not knowing. It's okay. Not everyone knows about this. Let me explain. I taught Carrie the basics about coffee. Fill with water, put coffee on the the portafilter and show her how to level up the coffee, and then I put the portafilter back and finally started the machine. Voila, just like that. Whoa, I thought it'd be harder. The machine won't be a problem. What will be hard is the service itself. Serving coffee can be easy, but it's got its tricks. Now memorize the menu and the ingredients. Pat the carry, I will. Except you fucking spelled it wrong. Heathen. A client's arrived, so I tell Carrie to bring them the coffee once it's done. I get closer to the bar, noticing a dark-haired tall man, his noteworthy feature being a metallic hand. Welcome to Jeff Cafe. What can I offer you? Evil Dead guy! Look at that, the old shithole's reopened, and with a hottie serving. Oh god, hottie serving too. Last owner looked like he got a stick up his ass. I also, like, love, Ash's pose here. He's like, get a load of this shit. Get a load of this schmuck. How the fuck did YouTube change Carrie to Carrie? I'm on PC. Skill issue. The man laughed. I don't know if I should laugh or raise an eyebrow. I didn't get to know him much. I only do coffee. That's all I'm expecting. Well, give me an Americano with whiskey. Yo, it's the OG Chainsaw Man. We don't have that in our menu. Oh, whoops. Come on, you can't have good coffee without whiskey. I ain't a pussy. You don't have a good bottle in there. We just said we don't have any. Should we just give it to him anyway? Should we give him an alcoholic coffee? Do it, he a bro. Awesome. I stare a few seconds and sigh. I look at both sides before gesturing him to wait. He curiously looks back at me while I take care of the Americano. When I'm done, I take the cup and go to the storage room. There I open a box with my stuff. One of my faves, Jack Daniels. Is that another reference? I'm not getting. Hold on. Jack Daniels. I feel like I should know that. Jack. Oh my god, it's just a whiskey. I'm dumb. I thought it was a horror movie character. Alcohol poisoning is always the start of any good friendship. Sometimes on rough days, I drank half the bottle and drowned in tears until passing out. Now I'm just pouring it in a coffee, measuring the quantity so it adds taste without going too far. I walked back to the bar and handed the man his coffee. There you go. Cup of Americano without anything added, just because we don't have permission to serve alcohol. The man looked at me slightly doubtful before looking at the cup. Finally, he takes it and drinks, smiling with satisfaction. Perfect. Oh god, what'd I do? Perfect. Now I know where to come for my Americano without anything added. He laughed, quite pleased. I guess I'm a little weak to whims. Either that, or the guy just looked like an uncle who just wanted a drink. Here you go, dollface, you're paying your tip. Bruh. He takes my hand and puts something in it besides the pay, closing it. It's for good luck. Trust me, I wouldn't want anything to happen to my new favorite barista. This town's quite weird and quite dangerous, so watch your back. He pats my hand and walks away with his cup of coffee, humming a tune. I look at the strange man walk away. My eyes redirect themselves to my still closed hand, doubtful. While I open it, I find the freakiest shit I've seen in years. It was a fucking dry, severed finger. I was unable to tell if it was real or fake. Thanks, Bruce Campbell. I look at the door without knowing what the hell that was about. I hear Carrie approaching me, so I hurry, putting the finger in my pocket and the money on the register. Our first client, how much was it? I noticed some childish happiness coming from her and couldn't help but smile. An amazing $1.25. Wow, that's kind of shit, in all honesty. That's a shit price. Oh wait, it was a joke. I'm stupid. She noticed I was kidding and laughed shyly. Good enough to retire, right? I laugh, realizing the joke's still ongoing. At the exact moment, I notice an abrupt change in Carrie's attitude when the bell chimes once again. Before looking at the door, I look at Carrie's face. At first, she was surprised to see who'd entered, then her face changed into discomfort. Not my finger, though, just one I found around. Oh no, it's her. It's who? I turn around and look at the door to see who it was, while I heard Carrie running away into the storage room. I just see a blonde young girl, dressed in fancy branded clothing. She's got quite the unfriendly face. Her nose is wrinkled, almost if she smelled something awful. God. Like, when I first played this, I legitimately thought that the fucking bully bitch from the actual Carrie movie was gonna be in it. So when she popped up, I was like, who the fuck are you? But, she is from a show called Scream Queens that I never saw, but she's played by Emma Roberts, so that's good enough for me. What? God damn it, Peep. Of course she would. Another stupid town cafe. Beg your pardon? I want a foam-free Fenta latte, 5 decaffeinated shots, pumpkin essence and no foam, 208 degrees Fahrenheit. I blink, not getting this kid's attitude. I immediately realize this is one of those rich and entitled kids. Great, my favorite kind of people to talk to. It's dangerous to serve coffee that hot. You could get burnt. I'm sorry, are you deaf? I didn't ask for advice. I asked for coffee. Don't question and do your damn job. I take a deep breath and grit my teeth. What if I just like poured in the water, heated it up to like that temperature and just poured it right on her? That'd be funny, but there's no option to, so. Does the music get louder, by the way? Oh my god. I'm a little dumb. Oh. There's a voice volume? Uh-oh. Be mean. Okay. I'm sorry, we don't have that on the menu, and it's irresponsible to make coffee at that temperature. What? How can you not have Trenta Latte? What kind of rundown cafe is this? We just opened and we don't have pumpkin essence. I don't know when we could get it. What a tragedy. Get the frick out! Actually, the pumpkin essence is right below the counter unopened. I refuse to make her coffee. Life's shown me that things are asked with respect and education, and this rich girl's got none of them. You're doing it on purpose. Do you know who I am? No, not at all. I'm Chanel Oberlin. My dad's the mayor. I'll make your fucking excuse if a cafe shut down. You'll end up on the street. They can shut down my cafe for not having pumpkin essence. She pierces my soul with her eyes. She doesn't appreciate my tone at all, but I just smile. You think you're so smart, huh? I'll make you regret this. Okay, bye. She turns around, almost hitting me with her blonde hair, and she walks away. Her angered heels hit the floor with each step, making her presence known. Thank you for visiting. Come back soon. I'm so sorry. Chanel scares me to death. I hid in the storage room. Don't worry, I can see why. You're fatherless. That's faux show. I saw everything. Well, almost everything. You're so brave. She says it with admiration. I shrug it off, not taking note of it. When you've been in prison and lived what I lived, it takes more than a whimsy entitled blonde to scare you. People can only intimidate you if you let them, Carrie. Now come, we gotta organize some stuff back here. We didn't get many more customers, just a few, but at least Carrie and I haven't been lazy, and most of the storage room is fully organized now. Ugh, I'm a bit tired. Yeah, it's been a busy first day. Now we just gotta take the tables back in and close. I asked Carrie to please turn the sign from open to close, and she does. She comes back at me to arrange the chairs until she remembers she left her bag in the storage room going back for it. When I think the first day— oh god, no! 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 Oh no! I hear the door opening and the bell chiming. Someone entered the cafe. That's just my luck. No! No! God, like, when I first played this, I was like, oh, maybe I won't see Chucky at all. God damn it. Like, I'm sorry, okay? I like Chucky and all, but not in this way. You know what I mean? He still looks like a TikTok kid. Hey, yo, it's the guy from Fanta. I'm so lucky. I got here just in time. A hot caramel macchiato with double vanilla, and don't go too small with the caramel. Whatever, bitch. I raise an eyebrow looking at him. A short red-headed boy with scars on his face. This town's sure full of interesting people. He kind of looks like a doll, or is it just my imagination? Look at his fingers, bitch. He leaned on the counter and is now waiting for me to move. He doesn't seem too embarrassed to arrive at the second to buy coffee. He's just like leaning his entire fucking manlet body on the counter, just laying on it fully, like, you know what I mean? He's a manlet. I'm not into manlets. Sorry, but we're closed already. Isn't he a bit too small to consume caffeine? Oh, my bad. Didn't see the sign. You're gonna serve anyway, though, right? Client's always right. Fuck off. Whatever, give up. I don't care. I sigh and go to the bar. It's not that I think the client's always right, but after such a hard day, I don't want more trouble. Also, Jeebus bro is drinking sugar with a hint of coffee. Ew, what a heathen. Now I get why the last owner was so bitter, because freaking manlets keep coming in ordering shit. They twinkified my boy. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna be mean. I'm just, like, being mean to Chucky specifically. This is actually, like, I actually am having a lot of fun. Making the caramel macchiato took less than I thought with the boys in fucking quotations. Indications. It looks like he isn't taking his eye off me while I'm preparing the drink. Like he's making sure it's just how he wants it. Crazy how you of all people is not into manlets. How the fuck is that crazy? As if you could ever find a dude shorter than you. Banned. Shut the fuck up. I just like my men taller than me and not being dolls, okay? I place the coffee in front of him on the bar. His mouth changes into a big grin without looking away from me. His huge blue eyes piercing my soul. Ugh. At least it seems he likes what he sees, whatever it is he's saying. No, please. Oh god, I made the game smaller. My bad. Here you go. The redhead takes the glass and sips. A few seconds later, he nods. Please. Shh, don't give me that shit. Don't give me that fucking face. Don't. Every man is taller than you. Shut up. I feel the sugar kicking in already. Ideal for a long night. He laughs in quite a unique manner, winking at me and handling the exact amount of money. He continues drinking the coffee without moving at all, like he owns the place and time doesn't matter. Get out! Excuse me, we were closing, and as I was saying... No! Oh yeah, right, I get your hint. Don't be so grumpy or you'll grow wrinkles. It'd be a shame to ruin such a pretty face. I'm gonna die. Stop. I have enough problems. Well, you didn't get the paper or glass hint. Wait, is the little guy flirting with me? Where's Tiffany? And thus I sentenced myself to being bullied on our next gaming session. You're goddamn right you did. Get on out of here. Manlet. found my bag. Can we go? Why do you seem so tired all of a sudden? I scratch my eyelids. I probably look like shit, which is exactly how I feel at the moment. Forget it, let's go. I'm walking back home after closing up the cafe with Carrie. The girl is really sweet, but I think she lacks courage. She reminds me of myself when I was younger. Maybe on the inside I'm a bit jealous of her innocence. Although I'm distracted, my senses are still keen. I can't stop feeling someone looking at me from the back. Is my paranoia back? No. It's not my imagination. I'm hearing footsteps. Uh-oh. Is this microbe trying to riz me? Ew. Although my common sense tells me I should run away, I stop walking and look behind me. As I thought, there's no one there. But after hearing someone walking behind me, I'm certain I'm not alone. I already heard you, so come out of hiding already. Stop fooling around. There was a certain movement from inside the shadows. A tall and slender silhouette gets closer and I tense up. I really wanted to believe it was just my imagination, but... Oh, I didn't expect you to notice my presence. Most never do if I don't want to, you know? Most never do it if I don't want to, you know? The silhouette gets closer to the light between us, which reveals a man in a dark leather jacket, black pants, and a mask covering his face. Gotta admit, this is the first time it happens, but there's always a first time. Technically, you just took my stalking virginity. What? That is a crazy sentence. What does that even mean? I stay quiet. I'd already had a bad day with Chanel and that weird doll. Having an encounter with a masked freak was only making it worse. This is where I started asking, like, what the fuck kind of town is this? I don't know what you want, but I'm not in the mood. Please leave me alone. I wish it was that easy. The masked man makes a theatrical gesture, placing one hand on his chest and the other facing me. But sadly for you, catching me by surprise has caught my attention. What? So no, I won't leave you alone. I'm very confused. My eye twitches. I'm definitely about to lose my patience, the little sanity I have left and everything else. Although I can leave you for the moment in exchange for one simple question. I sigh while pinching the bridge of my nose. I really want to go back home as soon as possible, so I better just play along. Alright, you win. Ask me whatever you want. Great. I'm glad you cooperate. Alright, the question is, what's your favorite horror movie? Just that? This freak wants to know my favorite horror movie? I think about it before answering, but the answer is easy. I'm so pissed. This is rude. This is literally my only choice. Rude. Rude. Rude of the developer to not put more things there. This is rude. Whatever. Saw. Saw. The one with the jigsaw doll. I watch it when I'm bored. The masked man starts to laugh like he's been told a joke. What a sadist. Alright, you're okay for now. I also like it. He says goodbye, still cackling. The last thing I see before he turns around is him wink. What? What is it with... God. How did a mask wink at me? I would have been so fucking confused if I kept having people like this winking at me and shit. I would have been so confused. My favorite horror movie is Velocipaster. Banned. I pretend to forget about it. I better just go home before stumbling with another freak asking what's my favorite Disney movie or some shit. I keep on walking, trying not to think too much about what just happened. That would actually really be a weird encounter. The horror comes from trying not to get bored. I'm so done with today. I just want to go home, refresh myself with a shower, and sleep. I stop walking when I see a big figure obstructing the apartment building's door. The uneasy feeling returns. Please, no more freaks. Either way, when I realize he's smoking right beside my window, the doubts turn into anger. If I was already having a shit day, this was what truly was going to make me snap. It seems like the man realized my expression changed. He stopped inhaling the smoke. Yo! I get confused if all these folks winked at me. You get used to it, trust me. What the fuck kind of sentence is that? Ask him to find another place to smoke. Ask who he is. We know who he is. We know who Michael Myers is. Wait, I'm getting into Halloween spirit. Yeah, you're playing Corpse Party Blood Drive, of fucking course you are. Like I said, you play worse games. Michael, no smoke. Get out of here. Can you smoke somewhere else? That window's beside mine, and it goes into my living room. I don't like the scent of tobacco. To be honest, I wasn't kind in the slightest. But who could blame me? The last thing I need is going into my apartment and smelling someone's smoke. I don't know, I think that's the kindest you really can be. He doesn't answer, but he does put out the cigarette against the sole of one of his heavy boots. He adjusts his mask and... Wait, why does he wear a mask? This was definitely the weirdest encounter I've had today. Not with the frickin' doll saying wrinkles ruin your pretty face. My door opens with a click and I enter my apartment, leaning my back on the door to close it. I sigh, relaxing, finally at home. I'm hungry, but I don't have enough energy to prepare something to eat. I go to the kitchen and grab some cookies I bought, heading to my room and throwing myself onto the bed. I feel heavier as the tension leaves my body, relaxing every muscle. What an absurdly stressful day. What kind of madmen live around here? It's like a cheap movie. I eat some cookies and fall asleep as soon as I take my pants off in bed. Indecent. Oh, uh-oh. Shit. Save. I open my eyes, looking around startled. I can't recognize where I am, but it's cold. I hear strange metallic sounds from a place out of view. I get up from the ground, scanning my surroundings. I must be dreaming. I start to walk around the place. I can feel the cold, rusty metal under my feet. This feels too real. I start to doubt if this is actually a dream. Maybe it's not a dream after all. I can hear a small girl humming in the distance. I can feel shivers down my spine, but I don't feel the fear I should. I search for the voice's origin, but can't seem to find it. Instead, now I'm hearing a deep, raspy laugh. The cackling feels closer. No, this is a dream. I know it is. I can't just suddenly appear somewhere so horrifying. Wake up. I'm outie. I manage to startle myself up, cold sweat running down my face. I look at the ceiling and let out a deep sigh. A groan leaves my mouth as I pinch the bridge of my nose. Not even a fucking night of sleep. I groaned again, shifting positions. Only thing left to do is to try to sleep again. Instead, my body moves forward and sits up instinctively. I heard a laugh, the same as my dreams. Oh, God. Oh, hey, the little logo on the laptop. Let's go. Easter eggs. Oh, God. A horrifying man is standing in front of my bed. His scorched face still looks at me, grinning. He plays with his glove with long, sharp blades at the end of each finger, all colliding with each other. Can you get the hell out of my house? When I also said that I was Jason for, I lost my train of thought, sorry. I not only was Jason for Halloween at one point, but I was also, Freddy Krueger. I wore that freaking thing to a Halloween party, and I got a nifty little crafted award, for my costume being the most original. All in middle school. Oh, good times. You're right. Let's take a nap, shall we? No, get out of my house. Ah! The last thing I see is the shiny steel of his gloves' daggers forming a perfect arch in the air before piercing my chest. Fetty Faber, ending a horrible nightmare. Also, Peep, shut the fuck up. This... Oops. Wait. Get out of my dream! I scream, more angry than scared. I turn around to see where the noise is coming from. I manage to see a silhouette in the darkness. It's wearing a hat and a glove with a sharp blade that's the end of each finger. He stops on his feet when hearing my voice. By the way his head tilted, he seems confused. He has the frickin', he has the Wes Craven's New Nightmare drip. What? What the hell? What is he doing here? The sound of heavy breathing startles my body forward and makes me sit. It's the neighbor. What is he doing? Get out of my house. It was that neighbor. He looks at me with that strange mask just like before in front of the building. Looking down, I saw something that made my blood run cold. He had a knife on his hand, and his shiny blade was the last thing I ever saw before being swallowed by darkness. Did he kill me? Why? What the heck? Wait, what? What is this? What's this knife? Oh, history. What is this knife for? What do I do? Oh, wait. Oh, should I have been nicer to him? He's like, don't fucking tell me not to smoke. Is that why? Ask who he is. Who are you? Stranger adjusts the mask he's wearing. The cigarette in his hand still lit. The message was clear. He doesn't want to talk. Rude. I should have told him to stick this cigarette up his... Michael. Unexpectedly, he finally spoke. I remain silent, waiting to see if he keeps talking. But since he doesn't open his mouth, I'm in charge of carrying the conversation. Do you live around here? I moved in the morning, so I don't know many people. He takes his sweet time answering, but he does nonetheless. He raises his hand and points with his thumb to the building that I'm trying to get in. Rule 1, never be mean to a smoker. Ask for a swig instead. No. I live right here. Michael, I've been looking for you. A dirty blonde haired girl opens the door and grabs him by the arm and makes me realize how muscular this guy is. The girl looks up at me, surprised. That is not dirty blonde hair, by the way. Not to be that guy. Oh, sorry, did my brother scare you? Well, at least there's one normal person in the family. Don't worry, we were chatting. Michael spoke to you? That's new. I don't want to cause a bad impression saying otherwise, so I just nod in response. You may have stood out to him. You're new, right? We don't really get many new neighbors around here. Name's Lori, by the way. Lori, why aren't you trying to clock his shit? That's right, I got here this morning. My name's Cece. It's a pleasure. Likewise, you're sweet, but we're in a bit of a hurry. I'll see you later around here. Don't hesitate to ask if you're out of salt. Her tone lets me know she's just joking in a friendly way, so I laugh and wave them goodbye. I choose to ignore the fact that Lori practically had to drag Michael upstairs once we got inside. Not to be mean, but if that is dirty blonde, then my hair is golden. God, what do you want? Fuck ass phone. I say fuck ass phone. I'm literally the only one that just like, I'm literally the person who just like turned on notifications and shit. I won't ask why he's got a janitor suit or a mask. I'll just pretend it's totally normal. My door opens with a click and I enter my apartment, leaning my back on the door. Close it. Cookies. Yes, yes. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Defend yourself. Get out of my dream! What? I managed to startle myself up, cold sweat running down my face. I look at the ceiling and let out a deep sigh. A groan leaves my mouth as I pinch the bridge of my nose. This day can't get any weirder. I try to sleep again, shifting positions. Chapter 2, a new idea. There's only like 2 chapters to this right about now. I'm obviously not sure when they're gonna make another chapter, but shit, I'll be waiting. I wake up even more tired than yesterday. After the nightmare, sleeping had become a challenge, and the anxiety turned sleeping into a whole effort. The sun was peeking through the horizon, but I didn't want to drag on the bedtime anymore. It wasn't doing anything for me either way. I get up to walk down in my little kitchen. I leave the coffee machine to do its thing while I make breakfast. I needed some sort of sound that dragged me away from my own thoughts for a while, so I take the remote and turn the TV on. Following the investigation into the growing drug trafficking in Amityville, the mayor announces that he is doing everything possible to locate and dismantle the drug trafficking ring. It would be mad funny if Chapter 3 comes out tomorrow. Yeah. At least I know where to look for a job if the cafe doesn't work. I changed the channel. The news are not the best way to calm my anxiety. I zap between channels until I find a criminology series. Maybe not the best moment to watch something like this, but it manages to calm me down. Going back to breakfast, I started making some eggs with bacon and toast. Oh my god, based. That sounds so good. After the toast is done, I pour a cup of coffee and sit down to eat, distancing myself thinking about what needs to be organized for the cafe today. When I'm done eating, I take a shower and dress myself, grooming my hair properly for the day. When I'm ready, the sun's already out and it's just the time to go to work. As I get out of my house, I have to thank the guy upstairs for giving me a casual encounter with someone that's not Mr. Torrance. Imagine just like very casually walking out like this. I managed to see my strange enigmatic neighbor watering the plants in the building. He turns to look at me and I can see his penetrating gaze under the darkness of his mask. Oh, good morning. Michael, right? He doesn't say anything. He just looks at me and goes back to what he was doing. But he doesn't take his eyes off me. Uh-oh. Have a good day. I took refuge in simple cordiality and headed down the street, noticing that he nodded to me as I passed by. I walk around the city, going to the supermarket before going to the cafe for last-minute supplies. It doesn't take me long, so I head to the cafe, which luckily for me is near the supermarket. When I arrive, Carrie is at the door waiting. Remind me to give you a punctuality bonus. You don't have to worry about that. The pay is enough for me. I chuckle as I head to open the door and enter the cafe to finally start today's shift. I'm heading to the warehouse to get everything ready. Clear the tables while I take care of the coffee. Right away. She's so cute. I take out some bags of coffee and put them in a basket along with spices and milk. I go to the counter to turn on the coffee makers and the blender. I notice that everything is ready, and before I know it, Carrie has already finished with the tables. Already? Shit, you're more agile and faster than you look. It's one thing I'm good at. By the way, you've got more dark circles under your eyes. Did you sleep well? To be honest, I haven't slept well for years, but I'm still functional. That's what matters. I know what that's like. But I've learned ways to sleep well despite everything. I'll tell you whenever you want. I answer her goodwill with a smile. Carrie feels like a breath of fresh air in my life, so sweet and genuine. Aww. Okay, you can tell me when we're closing. We're all set up for now. Put up the sign so customers can come in. Carrie's going to open the cafe and take care of everything behind the counter. Mood. Soon some customers come for their coffee. I start to focus on the simple tasks. Prepare, mix, heat, serve. It repeats in my head like a mantra that relaxes me for a while until a small figure surprises me. Today I came right on time. Ugh, this again. That's something, I guess. Welcome, what would you like? Same as yesterday and quick, don't call me that. Shut up. Hush, manlet. I let out a sigh and went to make the coffee like he asked for yesterday, a caramel macchiato. I grimaced at the amount of sugar in it and just decided to hand him his drink without saying anything else. Drink for Charlie? It's Chucky. Who the fuck's called Chucky? Who the fuck's called Cece? That's the most normal name compared to yours. He almost snatched the glass from my hand, but he didn't reach it. I controlled myself from laughing and handing him the glass. He just took it, irritated. However, when he took a sip, all the annoyance seemed to leave his face. My favorite, you prepare it very well, you will make me come here more often. Hooray, I guess. Where the hell's Tiffany? Talking is for 5'9" only. It's for taller than that. Hi. Tipping is handed in cash, not in flirtatious attempts. Your loss. Where's Tiffany? I watch the short stack drink his coffee and sit down in the armchairs at the back. I sigh and watch Carrie walk past him, confused. She's so baffled that she ends up approaching me again. Why is there a good guy doll drinking coffee? A what now? A good guy. Very popular in the 90s. They recently released a new line, more technological and bigger, you know, modernized. Actually, it was the 80s. And the Child's Play remake sucks ass. Leave Tiffany to me, shut the fuck up. Not even kidding, by the way, I fucking hate the Child's Play remake. I hadn't noticed until Carrie mentioned it. He was a fucking doll indeed. I noticed his hands. He's so inconspicuous because he's so well made, but he was... Felt another burp. But he was small. He has small, youthful proportions. Ugh. I was already wondering how he was holding the cup with both hands. Oh, I don't like it. You know what? At this point, I don't want to know anything. Just ignore it. Who dares? You know what? At this point, I don't want to know anything. Just ignore it. Okay. I choose to ignore the doll. Maybe it's just someone playing. With it, or it's a really well-made costume. Something silly like that. I don't need to focus on that right now. I focus on work. I get an order for almond milk, but I quickly notice that it's already gone. I need to go find more in the warehouse. I don't think about it much after making sure Carrie is taking care of the rest of the customers. I head to the back. I go to the shelf to get the milk among the products. I try to stretch it to reach up, but someone grabs it. I'm scared to death when I see a hand with sharp claws holding milk and offering it. Freddy left to go get the milk. Ah! I jump back in fright, noticing the figure in front of me. Who are you? This place is for employees only. Oh, so now you're scared. Hey, did you hear me, sir? Back off or I'll call the police. I'd love to see you try that. I see him examining the milk. Cece, right? You don't seem like anything special. So why couldn't I kill you? 'Cause I have main character power. I have dating sim MC privileges. What? Yeah, last night in the fucking dream, you weren't scared at all. You even kicked me out of your nightmare. I process everything he tells me, but it just seems impossible. My dream? Was this guy from the dream? Well, he has a similar silhouette. However, it didn't make sense. Yep, definitely went nuts now. I end up grabbing the carton of milk from his hand and walking back to the door. 'Cause nuh-uh. If I ignore him, he'll go away. It's just an illusion. I'm hallucinating again. That's all it is. I go out to the bar and focus on making coffee. I keep repeating the same thing to myself over and over again. It's a hallucination. First the doll and now him. It's a strange day and it's not even noon. Wait, what? What? Who? What? When? Where? Why? Oh. I had a friend request and it surprised me. It's hallucination, first the doll, now him, and it's a strange day and it's not even noon. Some manners you have. Weren't you taught to not leave others talking to themselves? Oh shit! I jump in fright and almost spill the coffee, but I save it. I finish preparing it to controlling the shaking of my hands due to the small anxiety attack that grips my breathing. Order ready. Heck of a Wednesday. You can't ignore me forever, you know that, right? I can literally haunt your dreams. You have friends? I'm gonna fucking kill you, peep, in Minecraft. He doesn't seem to be taking it any better. He opens his mouth to answer me, but the customer who comes for his drink is the one who speaks to him. Can they see him too? Wow, your makeup is great. It looks so realistic. It's a great cosplay. Yeah, whatever. Give lost moron. He looks like the one from that legend. The one about the dream guy. Customers leave, chatting intrigued by the man in front of me. If they can see him, he's not a figment of my imagination. Is he real then? I should stop ignoring him. Who are you? Freddy Krueger, known for the nightmares, but let's just say it didn't turn out too well. Listen, you came out with the Wes Craven's New Nightmare drip, okay? You got a long overcoat. I wouldn't be complaining. Drip. So you're like a dream entity, a sleep paralysis demon. Something like that. I've explained it too many times already and it's annoying. Stick with that explanation. Shit, the city can't be any weirder. And if you want to kill me, why don't you do it now? First off, it's not just like that. This is art, you little shit. My art. Do not steal. Second, I don't have that much strength and freedom in the earthly world, so I can't. But that's where the issue comes in. You were my victim last night and I couldn't kill you. Why? What do I know? You're the expert. I complained as I was returning to work while serving another order. I saw some girls admiring Freddy's makeup. Turns out horror movie directors ain't that good at sequels. Wow, your appearance is brutal. I didn't know this cafe was horror themed. I listened to them chatter and roll my eyes. These days, young people want to fuck everything. This is calling all of us out. I continue to ignore Freddy and focus on serving the meals, but I notice more orders starting to come in. More and more, everyone talks to and about Freddy. He started to continue with the lie of the costume, explaining how he did it. What a showman he is. I notice more people joining in to listen to him, but a group also sits down with, oh god, Chucky. Apparently he only jokes with insults and people laugh, amused. Do people like this? The adrenaline is a good draw. Maybe I could talk to them and... No. I have to be out of my mind to have those two working for me. A prosciutto dream demon and whatever Chucky is. It's crazy. Freddy Krueger, what happened? Universal Studios. Just when I'm about to give up on my idea, the plastic princess walks into my cafe. Uh-oh. You better make my coffee right today and without any complaints. If you don't like it, you can always go to another coffee shop. Honey, with my influence and money, you should pray for me to become a regular. Otherwise, you would never be able to... Ugh, what an ugly creep. Just as ugly as you, but your ugliness comes from inside, Blondie. I'm very woke. Excuse me? Do you know who I am, you medium rare beef? Okay, this is funnier than the pizza face comments. Don't know all the whores in town, just the older ones. Maybe I know your mother. You did not just say that. And you. She points at me with her index finger wrapped in the nylon glove. Oh, hell nah, it's fucking Barbara plastic. If you don't kick this old creep out, I swear I'll never set foot here again. She turns around and clicks her huge heels against the floor as she walks away. Maybe having those two here is the perfect solution to all my problems. What a nightmare it must be to live in your skin. You put up with people like that on a daily basis. Yeah, well, you freaking kill people. Children. So, hello? I make a coffee quickly and quietly to serve it to Freddy. Look, I don't really have an answer to the question you asked me earlier. I'm just trying to make a living. But, maybe we can figure it out together. You want us to find out how I can kill you? It goes deeper than that. Just sit back and wait for me to free up. I'll explain. Freddy grabbed the coffee and tried it. Gave it a thumbs up and decided to go sit down. I'll give you a chance, but only because you made an excellent coffee. Yay! I'm good at making coffees. I let him go and got to work. The orders kept coming. Even Carrie had to help me. Chucky and Freddy didn't leave. They seemed pleased with the attention and scaring a few people. I took charge of collecting the money and making sure the coffees kept coming to the customers. By the time I realized it, it was already time to close. There was a nice twilight on the horizon. I closed the doors and took 2 pastries, serving them both. What? Just warning you, if they're poisoned, you're just adding more flavor. Rat poison doesn't work on me. Freddy Krueger really just went, I may be spooky, but I'm nothing compared to the horrors of customer service. No, nothing like that. You brought customers in, and it's a thank you gift. Oh, then I'll accept it. I'll never say no to free candy. Then he puts the cake in his mouth, savoring it. At least I know he likes my baking. I've been checking out how you've been around today and the attention you've drawn to the cafe. Actually, I have a proposition for you. They both fix their attention on me. I'm offering you 2 a job. Oh, God, no! Please, no! Stop! Chucky's literally just that type of dude who will eat whatever's in front of him. Whatever you put in front of him, he's just, you know. Oh God, I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. No. Oh, I don't want to date Chucky, please. They both started laughing out loud. I sighed, rolling my eyes, but let them finish without moving from here. You want us to work for a salary in your mediocre cafe? Oh, please, sweetheart. That's the stupidest thing I've heard in years. Why are Freddy's braids so well defined? Oh, his breasts? What? His chest, you mean? Yeah, I don't care about charity for the wow. Okay. Unlike the old nutsack I had, my body, I clicked. I don't know if that was on accident or if I was just like, no, I don't want this on my screen anymore. Wouldn't bet on that, Dolly. Just why did you come up with such a crazy idea? I've never had so many customers before. I guess the dark appearance of the cafe and your presence made people think you were part of a themed cafe. It's just that I'm adorable. They can't help but adore my pretty face. Shut up. They were looking at me when they came in. The point is, I need this. I don't care if you say no. It seems you made your choice. Look, maybe I can help you, but tell me, why are you doing this? I already told you that I wanted to kill you, so why keep me by your side? I want stability before I find love. Disgusting amounts of money. Fuck. Whatever. someday I want to get married, but while I wait, I want to be okay. I want to live quietly before I find my special person. That's why I want my business to prosper. I knew that buying the cafe could bring me more depth and profit. But I found a solution, and that is to hire you to attract customers. You're the ace up my sleeve. Both characters looked at me, holding back their laughter, but it wasn't long before they began to fill that cafe with their annoying laughter again. I sighed, stroking the bridge of my nose again. I was beginning to regret it. Listen, real talk, a horror-themed cafe with these guys here, either way, that'd be fucking sick. That would, like, unironically be badass. I would love that. Still though, where's Tiffany? I think it's a very nice wish, Cece. What? He's like almost... He's like... He is like up to Carrie's cheekbone. I am back. Had to deal with something. Did I miss anything? Skill issue. I don't know. That's what you missed. I think it's a very nice wish, Cece. Don't worry. We'll make this work in no matter what. Thanks, Carrie. At least I can count on her. I don't know if working in a cafe is something I've always dreamed of, but lol, dream. I just got it. But I still want to know about what happened last night. I'll stay and help you. Who knows? Maybe I'll have fun in the process. Don't know if that's a good sign, but I'm going to ignore it. What do you think? Watch Chucky eating his muffin without paying much attention. I'll pass. Sounds like a load of crap. I don't work for minimum wage. Actually, I was planning to pay you just for insulting the customers. That's funny. Now that's something completely different. I'm interested. That's funny. Okay, now that everything is settled, you can go. I have several people in mind who can also work here. Come back tomorrow and we can get started right away. See you tomorrow, sweetie. Don't call me that. You might want to have more sweets and desserts when I come back. Bitch, you would eat meat if given the opportunity. He wants Swedish meatballs, okay? Both figures stood up and walked away talking about something or arguing. I didn't really pay more attention to them. Are you sure about this? They don't look very trustworthy. You afraid of them? No, not really. I got my ways of taking care of myself. What about you? Me too, Carrie. Don't worry about me. I'm sure of what I'm doing. Go home. Rest. See you tomorrow. Carrie doesn't look convinced. However, she looks for a few seconds and smiles, finally nodding and taking her things to leave. I, on the other hand, go out with the sun setting on the horizon. Sun rolling high, the sapphire sky. There is still daylight, so I should hurry. My experience in town has shown me that it's not safe to stay after dark. Along the way, I think about the people I've met in this strange city. Freddy and Chucky will do a good job, but they can't do it alone. I have some very curious neighbors, to be honest. Some of them could be useful. Michael looks scary. Maybe it would be a good idea to talk to him about the cafe. I can't think of anyone better. However, Jack, my landlord, worries me more. For some reason I don't understand yet. I'll have to avoid talking to him unless strictly necessary. You're forgetting Ghostface, though. Sadly, night fell quickly. I entered the building and looked for Michael's apartment. I remember that his sister Lori told me where to look for her. I clear my throat for courage and knock on my door with my knuckles. I wait for someone to come and I hear heavy footsteps and the door opens. Can't believe this 4-foot-tall baby alive doll is a dysfunctional husband and problematic dad that somehow got a minimum wage job. I clear my throat for courage and knock on the door with my knuckle. Wait, I already read this. Michael's enormous figure stands in front of me, his intimidating pose with arms crossed. He seems to be waiting for me to say something. Oh, howdy, neighbor. I struggle to speak for a moment. His gaze buries into me like knives. What an intimidating presence. I came here because, well, I'm looking for people with a special profile for my cafe. a striking profile. Shit, I don't even know what I'm saying. It doesn't move an inch. Does this guy even breathe? Well, only if you're interested. I need staff. Staff? Are you offering my brother a job? I'm starting to regret it. I think I'm annoying them. His sister has a similar presence to him. What an intimidating pair. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna fucking read that. It's just an idea. I don't want to be invasive. Are you kidding? That's great news. You know how hard it is for him to get a job? Michael is a great handyman. He will help you with whatever you need. I haven't said yes yet. I'm amazed when I hear him speak. He does it so little that I forget he can do it. Are you serious? You gotta stop working for Mr. Torrance. How much is the pay? I tell him the details of the schedule, pay, and duties. Michael seems more interested now that he's informed. It sounds like a good deal. Come on, Michael. She'll pay you more than Mr. Torrance in 2 weeks. Fine. Great. Oh, it's your first serious job. Amazing. Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you. Come to this address tomorrow morning. I give the information to both of them and I say goodbye. Michael was the first to go back into his house. I hope he's not in a bad mood tomorrow because of Lori's pressure. Whatever, I can't waste any more time. I focus on the next one. I hope to find him there, so I head into town. I'm on my way to the supermarket. It's still relatively early, so there are people around. I start looking around, but I don't see the guy from before. I walk a little further, but quickly notice the nearby houses cross the street. There's the guy from before, the one who spoke sign language. I see him sitting alone reading something, so I approach him carefully. Hey. Great introduction. Seems like I drank booze before speaking. I notice him look up and focus on me. Unlike Michael, he's just big but not intimidating. Are you serious? At least I don't feel like he's piercing my soul with his stare. I don't know if you remember me. I'm the person from last time I shared my chocolate with you. He makes a gesture with his hands, gesturing until he forms the phrase, "Yes, of course I remember you," in sign language. Thanks to the prison classes for saving me once again. Oh, excellent. I own the cafe 2 blocks from here. I'm looking for people to work with. I think you're pretty interesting and your appearance fits what we're looking for. It's a horror-themed cafe, so to speak. He looks at himself. He seems a little confused. No, I don't mean any harm. It's a good thing. I need people like you. Do you have any skills? You can fucking break bones, cut bitches with a machete, throw a spear right into somebody's eye. He gestures. I'm good at making coffee. What a curious coincidence. He doesn't seem offended. In fact, I think he might be interested, so I continue explaining. Well, I didn't expect that, but it's a nice surprise. Look, this is the job information. Come tomorrow as a trial day. He glances at the paper and then looks at me. He moves his hands. I'll talk to my mom about it. Oh gosh. Jason is such a muffin, a slasher muffin, but a muffin nonetheless. Okay, I'll take that as a maybe. What's your name? He signs again. I'm Jason Voorhees. All good skills to have when working at customer service. Jason, I hope we'll see you tomorrow at the cafe. You're more than welcome. I say goodbye to the big guy. He looks a bit surprised. He keeps looking at the paper and then at me. I have only one person left and I don't know where he could be. Maybe in the last place I saw him. He's probably in that alley. That reminds me clearly of the way I met him. Okay, maybe it's not a good idea to do that. The guy cornered me with weird questions. It was only one, dude. But it's not like I have any other options. So I head back home with the intention of stopping by that place. I seem to have summoned him by thinking about it just because I quickly find him leaning against a poster on the wall. I almost passed him by in a last-minute change of mind. Oh, great. Leaving so soon? What is it today? My favorite horror series? Which one is it? I liked The Mist. Stephen King. Classic. Lol. Get it? Carrie? Huh? But no, I saw what you were doing. It's kind of dangerous to have so many lunatics in one place, you know? Well, Jason and Michael don't seem... Wait, how do you know that? Have you been following me all day? He pulls out a camera and takes a photo of me. I feel a chill. Something tells me that he does this gesture very often, without his photo subject knowing it. Oh my god. Alright, I'm out. I walked past him to continue walking. I knew this was an awful idea. Oh, come on, aren't you going to ask me if I want to work at your cafe? Sorry, I don't like stalkers. He's not willing to let me go so easily, apparently. He starts following me and walking beside me. Come on, I can help you. I know how to handle advertisements. Believe me, I'm great at getting attention. He's so quirky, I guess. Not really. I haven't noticed you all day. Aw, thanks. Not a compliment. You want to work with me just to harass me more? He makes maybe a gesture with his hands. Shameless. Forget it. I don't even know your name. I'm Ghostface. That's not a name, it's a nickname. It is my name. There is no other. I'm not gonna put that in a contract. Oh, is that what you need? Well, call me Billy Matcher. Bro's just a little stalker-ish, great for dealing with health inspectors. Is that your real name or a fake one? Look, I'll be honest with you, it's not, but I'm serious when I say that my name really is Ghostface. Listen carefully, do you want to work for me? Well, you're not going to harass me anymore. I need someone focused on the job, not obsessing over random people they just met. He crosses his arms, looking from side to side. For a few minutes, he seems to think seriously about it. Finally, he reaches out a hand to seal the deal. Deal. I glance at him briefly, debating whether to accept it or not. But it's true. I really need someone in charge of social media. What? If he knows, I'm out of options. I also extend my hand and shake his. All right, come early tomorrow morning. Great. See you there, Cece. He makes excited gestures and says goodbye, but not before giving me an invasive. Wait, what? He makes excited gestures and says goodbye. What is he like? Flap his hands, stimming, but not before giving me an invasive slap on the back of my head. I let out a surprised gasp and go shout at him, but he'd already moved away. I'm left with the insult at the tip of my tongue and my fist in the air, as if I were fighting against the breeze. Curse you, breeze! I will definitely regret this. As soon as he shows his mask at the cafe, he'll hear me. Dumbass. I continue on my way home. I think those 5 will be more than enough. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. It doesn't look like a master plan to raise money, especially with such eccentric people. Freddy explicitly said he couldn't kill me in my dreams. Chucky's just annoying. I don't know anything about Michael or Jason, but something tells me that two of them aren't exactly ordinary men. They have a strange aura. He's just a little queerious. The fuck? And Ghostface, maybe it's not that much of a problem for me, but maybe I should have thought about Carrie. Well, she seemed calm in the presence of the first two. She told me she could take care of herself, but I'll be keeping an eye on her anyway. I end up arriving at my apartment with my head still full of thoughts. I barely even realize I'm here already. I sigh, a little tired. It's already late. I walk towards the door and now I see that guy, the customer. I think his name was Ash. But if this is my favorite barista. Oh, it's you. Do you live here? No. I noticed the guy at your cafe and others you were talking to throughout the day. Also stalking me. This is starting to become a reoccurring gag. Short answer, yes. Long answer, I noticed you were looking for them on purpose and I wanted to take care of you. I said I didn't want to lose my favorite barista, that's why I gave you the talisman. The what? Oh, right, the finger? Yeah, it's a saint's finger. Don't know which one, but the important thing is that it protects you from evil entities. Evil entities like Freddy? Yes, the dream demon is dangerous, but that will suffice for now. Wait, is that why you couldn't kill me last night in the dream? Yeah, exactly. You're starting to get it. Wow, well, I wouldn't believe you if it weren't for everything I've seen today. Have you noticed the strange things that happen around here? I came to investigate to find out why so much evil has gathered in this place. And truth be told, you helped me a lot by doing this. Oop. Doing what? Putting some freaks to work for minimum wage? No, more than that. Oh god. They'll be busy, and with your talisman, they'll do what you say in a certain way. Excuse me. They won't know it, but you'll be able to have it your way with them. Is that going to be a liar revealed thing later down the line? You won't tame them like circus beasts and force them to do what you tell them, but you can convince them. Like you have a bonus on charisma, so to speak. So it's just a Dungeons and Dragons item. Yes, amazing, right? This is too nerdy to be real. But I don't see what's wrong with them. Apart from Freddy, of course. Oh, you don't know it, but they are evil beings. At least all of them except your neighbor. He was the only vessel for one. And most importantly, there are murderers to a greater or lesser extent. I'm surprised by what he's saying, but to be honest, a part of me isn't that shocked because, well, I guess I expected it. But now I understand why I felt something was wrong. So, you want me to keep an eye on a bunch of assassins. Don't worry, it's more about keeping them entertained. They are a bit old and honestly desperate to experience something new. But don't worry, if they try something, my team and I will help you. Your team? Yeah, some brats who helped me a while back with your friends Jason and Freddy. Nothing could be worse than making someone work customer service for minimum wage, though. The point is, I need you to be at the cafe. It'll help me investigate what is going on, maybe even stop more people from being killed. And who knows, maybe you'll even help them. Well, it's a strange request, but if I can help you, and at the same time it's good for my cafe, it's a deal. Great. Keep my number if you need help with anything. Don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks for caring. I find it a bit hard to thank him because I'm usually the one who has to look out for others. But it's nice that for once in my life someone has my back, even if the reason is because I serve them the coffee they like. Don't worry, Cece, it's my duty. He left with a smile. I felt like I was in a movie. There was a part of me that wanted to get rid of this. It's too much pressure. I came to this place precisely with the intention of not getting into any more trouble. But there was something inside my head that told me I can do something important, something good, something worth taking on so much responsibility for. I let out a sigh. I feel exhaustion all of a sudden, so I go up to my apartment to finally sleep. It's been such a weird day. Right, so that is literally all that there is to this game for the moment. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah, this game is like really well made, in all honesty. Like, I make a lot of jokes, I nerd out, I freaking make snarky comments, but you know, these guys like put their all into making this. Now to the important questions. What's that? It's gonna not be as important, is it? One, no special thanks for me. No, I'm kidding. But, chapter 3 coming soon. Ooh. Tea. It's the tea. Yeah, Horror Romance version 2.2. Support the team behind Horror Romance on Patreon. Follow us on Instagram, X, Twitter is a shithole. Best of luck. Follow us on TikTok. Made with Renby? What is that? Visual novel engine, used by thousands of oh! Neato! Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna save the tab, in case I want to try this myself someday. When you think about it, train of thought and I lost it again. I'd fucking do that. It's pronounced Renpai. Alright, Renpai. I was giving, like, this version of Chucky a lot of shit, but, like, I don't know. It's just not what I want. It's Chucky and Tiffany or bust for me. God. I can't even have, like, a real proper train of thought now because I'm feeling the sleep hit me. But in all honesty, I do like the art. The art's pretty cool, and the music is a vibe. Also, my important question got sent to the Shadow Realm Limphal. Well, ask it again, genius. See, listen to that. It's a groove, okay? I didn't... Okay, check DMs. I didn't really have any other plans to stream anything else besides this. My other plan was to stream Night in the Woods, but right now I do want to get into, like, some horror games, even into November, except for, like, when Thanksgiving is, like, getting closer and closer, you know? I just, like, straight up did not have any time to indulge in horror games, like, much earlier than that, because I was visiting my brother. And tomorrow night I'll just be at my parents' house for Halloween to give out candy to the trick-or-treaters and stuff. So, next week I don't have a plan at the moment, but I'll find something. Okay, time for the only important question. Fuck, marry, kill. Oh god. I have the 5 of them, okay. I don't know. I guess fuck Michael, marry Ghostface, kill Freddy, I guess? I'm just, like, thinking back on when I binged most of his movies, and I realized, like, a lot of his kills were, like, seriously gross. So yeah, sure. That's my answer. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna come back with something. All right. You guys have a good rest of the night and a very good Halloween. Yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Mwah, bye bye. My PNG